Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio, and we are up at the oil spot in the dark. I just want to get some radar. I created some radar. I want to get those expanded out. We are not radaring very well, and would like to radar better. So this station up here was uncovered, as is the one that it's going to, which is called Cowman still for some reason. We need to rename that station. We need to get some station consistency going about our base. We will get on that as soon as we land here. This will be, I don't know, we're just gonna call this generic drop oil. And pickup oil we will name, it's not really a mine, but it kind of is. And we'll set that up. I don't want to call it main oil because it's not in the main station. I think that'll be fine for now, but one thing I do want to do is get a radar up here as well and get some coverage on this area. Looks pretty good. We don't have any coverage over there, though. We need some in our main train station as well as at the stone outpost. So we'll get on that. We'll get on that pretty quick. Take a little walk through here. The water barrels were getting a little bit out of control, so I adjusted this back to make it a mod 5. So that should help with that. The stone lines are running all the way in. I just ran 2 stone lines, and I've forgotten that we were like pulling stone off the end of this, so I just ran both the lines into the splitter. We have a lot of stone again, and we can start laying some serious pathage, and I do want to do that. But first, let's get all this stuff. You guys are all done. Good. You're done. Good. And yeah, we've got several miners here that are no longer mining. So that means that stuff's getting mined out, which is good. Okay, let's get a radar over here. Let's just put it right here. I think that'll be good. Okay, that lights up that area. And let's get, let's call this train back. We need to go get another train, but we're nowhere near the mall, so it'd probably be quicker just to wait for this one to come back. And we need some new research. Let's do worker robot speed. How does science look? Science looks really good. Looks really good. Are you guys still doing everything okay? What is on the outside there that is not being made? Plastic is not, or whatever. Red circuits aren't being made because we're not getting green circuits because we're low on copper. Interesting. And we got 4 full lines. Okay, we probably need to upgrade that to steel as well. And we'll get to that. Where'd the train go? I missed it. I was sitting there looking at things, but and I missed it. All right, we'll not miss it this time. How are we doing on ore? Ore's not too bad, and that's already a... Is that already a red belt? That's already a red belt. So we just need to upgrade those to steel furnaces, and that should look a lot better. All right, we can do that. Let's... oh, get on the train. Get on the train. Let's see. You are a stone train. Let's see. How do we do... How would we do a nice little stone train? That's kind of stony. We'll set you there, right there. Okay, we'll set you to manual mode. You hang out there, and let's get a radar up here. Surveying the land around it. And we might wanna put 2 up here. Let's put 2. That just lets them go and scan things faster, I believe. So we'll get an extra little thing up there pulling out that stuff out of the corner. Like an extra one of these dots, basically, that's going out and searching, expanding the viewable area. We do have some uranium right there. That is good. That is one thing we have not had on the map yet. That will be very nice to have. And okay, we need to get into the copper situation. And hey, there's a car right here. Let's use that. Just need to run this up here to the mall right here. And grab, yeah, I guess we need 48 of them, and that's 50. That is pretty good. And let's get these upgraded. Okay, and since we upgraded those to steel furnaces, that means that this will be a red belt coming out, so we can go ahead and get it upgraded. And that'll be a red belt coming up here and feeding into this balancer, which will turn into 4 belts. We don't need to upgrade that right now. Although we could. I mean, we did it over here. Might as well do it here, too. All right, that'll help that out. Let's see, are we pulling copper from both sides like we are with the iron? We should be. Okay, we should be, but we're not, kinda, really. We are pulling copper, it looks like, only from this outside belt. So that will set it up nice for, oh, except for right here. But we can fix that. We can make you pull from right here. Go in like that. Under, under, under. And do like this right here. Why can't I get rid of that? Oh, because the inventory is full. Right. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Garbage, garbage. Garbage and garbage. All right, and we want to make you pull left, and you pull left. Left. Can we? Yes, we can. Excellent. Same thing here. Same thing here. Oh, you're going to that side. What are you making? You're making robots. You're making... Okay, you're just doing the mall, so... You, however, are an important one. So we'll just leave those for now until we want to figure out what we want to do with that. And pull those over like that. Full line of copper. All right, that should fix that. That should fix that down there. And, okay, blue science is looking good again. So the idea, as best as I can understand it, I think I get it. I think I get it. Character, logistics slots, research speed. So we have 4 lanes of copper, right, coming in. And what we're doing with this contraption right here is if we're pulling off of this lane, if we put a priority splitter output priority to the left, that means a full belt is going that way, or as much as we can pull out of a full belt. And then these right here are basically replacing what we pull out here onto this main line. That's the whole idea behind those. So we're trying to get a full line here, full line here, full line here. Coming down, doing the same thing. We're trying to send out a full belt, and then we're trying to replace that by doing this right here, etc., etc. Now, I've seen it with the leading, and I've seen it with the trailing. From what I understand, the trailing actually performs better. But eventually, if this line gets long enough and we start using a lot of copper, what will happen is, with this setup right here, eventually, this lane should always be full. That's the idea. And they'll start draining out. So this one will drain out first. Eventually, this will be just a blank, empty line. And then this one, and then this one, and then finally, this one will pull out. And you can actually supplement... keeping this up, as this belt drains, you can actually add in additional copper lines to this one line right here, and it will filter its way up. That's the idea, as best as I understand it. And we need to get something like that going on iron as well. The problem is with iron, I'm pulling on both sides of the belt, like, all over the place. And this situation doesn't work. Now, what I've done with the iron is kind of try to simulate that a bit. In this, like, I'm pulling here, but I'm basically doing the same thing, but instead of having 4 lanes we're pulling from, it's just the 2. It's these 2 lanes on this side, these 2 lanes on this side. And I say that, yet I do not have it set up that way. I have it set up that way in a couple of places, just not all of the places. So yeah, at least that's the idea. And what I need to do with the iron line is get all of them like this, pulling off the exact same line. And I think that will help out with that balance. But for now, it's working fine. Let's take a look over here and make sure just our barrel logic here is not bad. I did something goofy. It was pointed out in the comments. They were totally right. Basically, I made this contraption up here whenever this one right here would act as the same thing. And do I want to fix that? Yeah, we need to. We need to just go ahead and fix that. Okay, all we should need to do is take that straight in. Like that. And let's see, that's another green wire. And run a green wire from here to there. And do that. Because this is only ever going to have lubricant right here. So we didn't need to make that extra one. Silly, silly, silly me. Alright, and just enable this when L is greater than 0. And that should do it. Let's just test that out. How do we test that out? We don't. We don't until we get more lubricant used. And we'll never get any lubricant used there because we don't have any blue belts. But I'm confident. I'm confident that it's going to work. Let's make enable disable P greater than 0, enable disable L greater than 0. And it looks a lot nicer, and it's a lot more compact, and makes a lot more sense. All right, so what else do we need to get done here? Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to grab some stone, and I want to start finishing out our walking paths. Just because they've been halfway done for so long. Boy, there's no good way to do this, is there? Yeah, especially not since my inventory is completely full of garbage. All right, let's dump off some barrels here. Let's see, this is going to be petroleum. We got some lubricant barrels here. Let's go and get rid of those. And most of this other stuff is just generic garbage that we can throw away. I feel like I've thrown away that chemical plant multiple times. And we can go over here to the station and drop off that. Well, that's not very much brick. we should have some coal in here that we can get rid of too. All right, that's a little bit of brick. Let's look over here and see how we want to run this. I think we want to take it down from this area right here, which seems like should be pretty reasonable. Let's see, we're going to take you underneath. You are a red belt. Down. I don't like the way this runs. Seems like it's a little bit too... Can we do... No, we can't quite do that one. We could use red. We get a red one across. We can get a red one across right there. And I don't think we can here. Can we? No. Okay, that would go like that. So this would, we could make like a path right here. Goes down like this, and maybe down, and this will be like our train. Right, this will be like our little train station for our building train. I like it. Yeah, we'll have to rerun those lines and stuff later. But I think for right now, that works fine. And yeah, I like the way that looks. How are we doing? We need to expand the pathway up that way as well. Let's hop on that and get to a running. We need to fix this right here. Rid of this coal. And that'll come on up like that. Come over here like this. I also replaced all of the power poles on the main bus with the mediums. So that's looking a little bit more respectable now. That's going to go up like that. And this is going to come up like this. All right, and I wanted to make an area where we could, like, cross. And there's a lot of garbage going on here, but there's not a lot of garbage going on right here. So I think I want to do that here. Would it be better to make it in line with that? Probably. Okay, the problem with that is that it doesn't line up. So this one right here would actually be the best thing to line it up with. And we're already lined up with that. Excellent. So just as we were. So yeah, that comes up, 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 and up. You are going that way. Boy, I can't wait till we get requester chests. We can make those little recyclers that we can just dump all that stuff out and we don't have to worry about organizing it later. All right, that comes across just like that. And where is our brick? We got a brick. Did we use our brick? We've got some brick. Not enough to make it all the way through. Can we get just the brick? That's the question. Doesn't look like it. Like we're going to grab stone too. can throw that in the garbage. And there we go. We got a nice little walkway that goes across, like right in the middle. All right, so that looks pretty good. We probably want to take this one down. Actually, maybe take that down like that and across over here into the oil. But in order to do that, we're going to need a number of more of these bricks. So I think what I want to do is come up here into the mall where this area is. And I want to get a chest and an inserter that is grabbing those. And I don't know how many, maybe just 2 rows. And that'll go ahead and stockpile that stuff, so we will have that. And we should have a couple of extra of these furnaces we can throw in there. We've got a whole bunch of those furnaces we can get rid of. Water, copper we can drop. These extras. It's like we have all this stuff, but I hate to get rid of anything because we might need it. We'll get rid of that steel, and all of a sudden we'll need to make something steel. Water barrels, I know where to put those. Yeah, so we got our first outpost here, which is stone. And it's not going quickly. It's but it is working, and it's giving us stone. How much stone do we have here? 218. I think it was like 222 when it started. And let's see, how is pollution? We're hitting the base up there. We're hitting the base up there. And I don't know that they're expanding, but we're doing a little bit of exploring there, which is nice as well. Okay, that's getting into the yellow science. We can do productivity modules. Automation 3. Let's go at the upper left. All right, well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Oh, we got a little water up there. Starting to discover some water. I don't think we have any immediate needs for any more outposts at the moment, and we can make yellow science, so maybe that is what we look at next. Go ahead and just maxing out the science, and maybe taking another look at our barrel situation here and trying to figure out the best way to deal with that, because it looks like petroleum is in a bad spot. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.